Liga action for Friday. Pick one here, Valencia and Cadiz.
Yeah, we have four picks here. They're all based around the cards. The first pick I'm gonna make is taking the over 6.5 cards at plus 110. Now, this might seem like a lot, but the two teams met on three occasions last season, twice for the La Liga and once for the Copa del Rey. Two of those matches happened took place in Valencia, where tomorrow's match is taking place as well. Both matches had 11 cards and one red card each, and the match in Cadiz had 7 cards. So all three matches last season went over this total, over the 6.5 total. So the referee, he's called Fuertes. He has an average of 6.5 cards per match in 8 La Liga matches so far in the season. So we're just betting on the stats and taking the over 6.5 cards at plus 110.
All right, Paulo, let's get his best bets over at Tony'sPicks.com. The Liga action here for Friday, Valencia and Cadiz. Pick one from this game is over 6.5 cards. The return is plus 110. All right, guys, if you're looking for Paul's best bets, visit Tony'sPicks.com. And, of course, you can click the link in the description. Get on board here. Paul's got some best bets on the board here from on the page today. So go ahead and get signed up in Action Champions League's best bet. A Saturday clash as well. A Friday La Liga bet here. Game of the week, Chelsea, Man City, which goes off in 36 minutes. So go ahead and get signed up right now to Paul's plays on the board here. You can see the best bets up there as well, or you can go longer term. Visit Tony'sPicks.com and get signed up. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily. La Liga action here Friday, Valencia, Cadiz. Pick two from this one.
Okay, for the second pick, of course, you can bet on all of these or you can bet on some of these. I'm just giving you some different perspectives on how you can bet, in alternative, lines, alternative things to happen. You just don't worry who wins, how many goals are scored. There's other ways to make money in matches like this. So for my second pick from this match, I'm going to take Cadiz over 3.5 cards at plus 120. They're 5-2. Actually, they're 4-3 to the over 3.5 cards on the road so far in the season. They are one of the teams that get most of the cards on the road. They have the third most red cards in the league so far with 5 in 15 matches. They have an average of 3.43 cards per match on the road. So I do see them getting a lot of cards here. Of course, Valencia will also assist in the cards, but I think that Cadiz can get 4 cards on their own. So if you wanna take it, a bit slowly in this match, and if you don't like 7 cards as a total, you can take Cadiz over 3.5 cards at plus 120.
All right, Paulo, let's get his best bets over at Tony'sPicks.com. Valencia and Cadiz. In this one, he likes Cadiz over 3.5 cards. The return is plus 120. All right, you guys are tuned to Soccer Picks Daily. Join us here Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern Time. All right, next up here, pick three now from Valencia and Cadiz.
Okay, for my third pick, I'm going to take the red card at plus 205. As I said earlier, both matches in Valencia last season had a red card. Now the referee doesn't give out a whole lot of red cards so far in the season, just 2 in 8 matches. But I genuinely think this is going to be a bloodbath of the week. That's what I call these matches in the La Liga, where you got two teams that are fouling a lot. Even the coach of Valencia, who has already grabbed like 5 cards in the season. Those don't count though in the bet. Cards that are shown on the bench are not. They don't contribute. So the numbers that I'm telling you are just in-game cards in the pitch. So I like the red card at plus 205 because there's several reasons. Cadiz have the third most red cards, of course, in the league with 5 in 15 matches, which is actually a red card every 3 matches. Valencia have the fourth most red cards in the league with 4 in 15 matches. As for red cards against, meaning this is the metric that counts how many cards their opponents are getting. So Valencia, they're leading the league with 8 red cards shown to their opponents, and Cadiz are third in the same category with their opponents grabbing 4 red cards in 15 matches. So I like the red card at plus 205.
Paulo, let's get his best bets over at Tony'sPicks.com. Liga action for Friday, Valencia and Cadiz. Red card here at plus 205. All right, here on Soccer Picks Daily, Monday through Friday, 2:15 Eastern Time. If you missed any of our picks, we'll do a recap here at the end of the show. All right, here we go. Pick 4, Valencia and Cadiz.
Okay, and for my final pick from this match, I'm going to take a same game parlay. Of course, all the sports books that allow you to bet on cards, they allow you to create your same game parlay. So same game parlay is essentially you pick 2 or more events from the same match. So in this case, we're going to take Valencia over 2.5 cards and Cadiz over 2.5 cards at plus 123. So These are all alternative ways to play, because in this scenario, if Valencia get 3 cards and Cadiz get 3 cards, this bet wins, but the over 6.5 cards that I proposed earlier doesn't win. The Cadiz over 3.5 cards doesn't win. So there's a lot of different perspectives and a lot of different scenarios and a lot of different ways for you to bet on cards if you like, and of course if they're available at your location. But again, this is one of the best ways to make money. I just wait for like 4 or 5 matchups in the year where they traditionally produce a lot of cards. One last thing I wanted to say: why did I have 4 picks in cards in this match? Another reason is the fact that last season, in one of the matches between the two sides, there was a huge rumble, a huge like a fist fight in the middle of the match. There was allegations about some slurs going left and right. The match was stopped, then it came back. So in the next match they played, there was also a lot of tension. So I think this is going to be one of the most tense matches of the weekend. That's why I have so many bets on the cards.
There you go, from Lagouretos here. Find his bets over at Tony'sPicks.com. La Liga for Friday. Valencia and Cadiz. Pick 4 from this one. Over 2.5 cards each team. The return plus 123. All right, you guys are tuned us up. Still here, join us here Monday through Friday at 2:15 Eastern Time. And Paul, before we get to the recap, I want you to let everybody know what you have going over at Tony'sPicks.com. A really great best bet record. We flash into the new year. A big 5 in action. We're a few weeks away here from the Champions League but still a lot of action here on the pitch in Europe. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Okay, there's a huge match in the Premier League going live in about 30 minutes from now between Chelsea and Manchester City. Huge title implications for Manchester City, so I have a best bet there. Tomorrow, I have a best bet in the La Liga, which is a really interesting match, I should say. And I got a $15 feature bet for Saturday. Of course, it's in the La Liga again, but we also have. I'm going to load more plays. I'm going to actually talk about it in tomorrow's show because the Dutch league is starting. We got Italian Serie A action. We've got some cup action as well. So there's a lot of soccer going on in the next couple of days. All the best bets are loaded, and of course, there's going to be a couple of 3-packs as well.
All right, guys, get up for Lagouretos over at Tony'sPicks.com. We got plays up here for the Champions League. Also, that $15 premium play Saturday clash here, Real Madrid and Villarreal. In La Liga action here, starting here in just 30 minutes. A late steam play from Paul here from Chelsea and Man City. You get on board there as well. Friday early La Liga best bets. So get on board here with Paul Lagouretos. Now, instead of buying these plays individually, you can opt to get a longer term pass. That 1 month pass is a great value there. Get all of Paul's premium plays for a month, all his best bets, all his action here from soccer, European, the Big 5, Dutch League as well. Sometimes he delves in South America when North America relaunches that as well. So get on board with Paul Lagouretos over at Tony's Picks. And of course, in the longer term pass, in that 1 month pass, you can also get late steam plays. Of course, any play that Paul puts into the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours before start time, that play is emailed directly into your email box when you sign up for Paul's long term pass, 1 month pass. Any package there in yellow, the email that you use for creating the account, that's the email that the pick is sent to for the late steam only. The regular member plays, you log in and get them, but the late steam will be emailed to you. So great value there on the long-term passes, and we can save you some money right now when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Paul's page by clicking the link in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, and then you'll land right on Paul's page here. You'll scroll down and you'll see the plays that he has here, the best bets and the one-day passes, and then of course the longer-term passes there in yellow. All right, Paul, we'll continue on here on Talk with It's now time to recap.
Okay, these are all La Liga plays and all plays on the cards. Starting with Saturday, Mallorca versus Valladolid. We're going to take the under 5.5 cards at plus 102. Moving on to tomorrow's match between Valencia and Cadiz. We have 4 plays in that match, starting with the over 6.5 cards at plus 110. And an alternative way to play this is betting on just Cadiz's cards. You just take the over 3.5 cards for Cadiz at plus 120. Then we're moving on to the 4th pick, which is the red card in this match at plus 205. And final pick is you can take the over 2.5 cards for each team, or you can find it at a same game parlay, Valencia over 2.5 cards and Cadiz over 2.5 cards at plus 123.
There you go, the 5-pack here from Paul Lagouretos. Remember, if you're looking for his best bets, just click the link in the description and get on over to TonySpix.com and get signed up to Paul's long-term passes and, of course, those best bets. Of course, those of you watching this live, he's got a best bet coming up here in just about 30 minutes between Chelsea and Man City, so go ahead and get signed up. Don't forget that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition here. Soccer Picks Daily. We'll welcome you to join us again tomorrow live here at 2:15 Eastern Time. Again, we'll do it all over again. Paul will have a 5-pack for you, so make sure you tune in and make sure you subscribe to our channel and set those notifications and those thumbs up, those likes. We greatly appreciate that. All right, that's going to do it for the show. Going to wait goodbye to guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening. We'll talk with you again tomorrow here on Soccer Picks Daily.